Welcome back to La La Land on CRN Digital Talk. That's Nettie Liddell.
That's Brett, a.k.a. Bretsky Chapin.
We're talking to actress, author, and international booking coach Amy Lyndon.
And before we embark on that, I'm sorry, Amy, really quick, but Peter from Henderson, Nevada.
Peter.
We love you. Thank you so much for that phone call. He says that he listens to us. He's listened to us since the beginning, and that means so much to me and Brett for that phone call.
Thanks for listening, Peter in Henderson, Nevada.
Peter. All right. Now, Amy, what's going on? What's shaking, babe?
I want to meet Peter.
We want to meet Peter, too.
We want to meet Peter, too. Come visit us in the studio next time you're in LA, Peter.
You know, okay, perfect. So
we were talking to Amy Lyndon, and we started to talk a little bit about your history as far as first getting involved in the industry and all that. We talked about your film with Andy Garcia. Where did it go from there?
Well, I've done 40 films since and 30 TV shows. In the middle of all that, I became a personal manager, and it was so funny because we went under other names, so I used to negotiate my own contracts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, using a pseudonym.
don't try this at home.
No, don't try this at home. And it started out really small, but then it blew up, and then we became like real managers overnight.
Yeah.
And I ran the company for 9 years, and I had a partner, and we created some great careers and became full-time managers. So what started out as kind of like a desperate need to work became a full-fledged business with working actors. And one of the actors was Adam Brody.
Oh, wow.
And we
Very
started
cool.
Sarah Paxton's career as well. But during that time, actually right before that time, a friend of mine asked me to coach her daughter for a feature film. And I said, well, I've never coached anybody before. And this is 18 years ago. And I said, oh, okay, I'll do it. And it turns out she booked it. And I'm like, hey.
Wow.
And I ended up teaching her or coaching her on what I did to prepare. And that's where the 15 guideline technique was born.
And people can find out information on that 15-line guideline technique at thelyndontechnique.com or tltaccess.com.
TLTaccess.com is a business site that I created because of all my years of marketing and business. And, you know, I was fortunate enough to have incredible managers during my journey. And they taught me so much about marketing and publicity and how to get yourself out there and how to put a really amazing business package together, because there's some really great actors out there, but they're an A actor, but they have a C package. And so they're really frustrated with the people that represent them because they're C reps. So an A actor and a C rep, it's very frustrating. And a lot of actors just pack up and leave, and they're so talented. So what I did was put together this thing called TLT Access, which is the Lyndon Technique access. So it's access to me. And I hired a marketing person by the name of Justin Turner, who's amazing. And we're giving away a free 4-week booking kit. So anybody who goes to tltaccess.com you will get articles and lectures, and you'll actually watch me on video coaching somebody, and you could really see the technique.
Wow.
A lot of great information on there.
Wow. So, okay. So, how am I trying to say this? You basically went from a player to a leader in the game, basically, but you still play within the industry and you still go out and you work as an actress. But how was that? Was that an easy transition to become like leading all these people into, you know, figuring out what they were going to be doing with their careers, or was it just kind of an organic switch over? And also, I mean, do you enjoy the teaching? Is it something that, you know, you feel is?
Oh, you know what? All great questions. First and foremost, I got out of the management because it was frustrating.
Okay.
Because there was some really great talent, and it was frustrating for me that you know, they weren't being seen because I am them.
Sure.
You know. Also, I also felt that teaching, coaching actors to work as actors, not teaching them acting, but teaching them how to work, was exhilarating. Like almost as exhilarating as being on a set.
Wow.
So the management was just, it didn't feel like anything great to me, like producing didn't feel great to me when I produced. But directing, coaching an actor from scratch to help them get a series, or even working on the set doing a film. Those are all things that that make me want to do a Snoopy dance, you know. And to me, that's like really being in my power.
Yeah.
It's so interesting as an actor. I recently got to be on the other side of it and watch a casting session for the first time. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really,
I think
seeing
every
things from
actor
the other
should do
side
that,
of the table
actually.
is amazing.
Yeah. I've cast a number of films, and there was one of my students came in, because of course I bring my students in only.
Sure.
I'm like, hey, what
That's
can I tell
right.
you? It's Hollywood.
That's right.
You know, you
Politics,
wash my
politics,
head back,
politics.
I'll wash yours. There it is. And I also know their talent, so you know. So I brought a student in, and he was phenomenal. But the director said, "Oh my God, great actor, but not for this piece," which brings me to what the technique is about. Really understanding the tone and the style of what it is that you're auditioning for.
Sure.
And what the technique does is it gets you in line with exactly what the writer intended, and a way to work, a way to break down a script, actually having a template to get to the details and becoming detail specific about what the script's about.
Right.
And how you play it is dictated by the tone and the style.
That's right. You
Yeah.
were saying it's all there. It's already written for you.
Yeah, the writer comes first. I believe any actor can play any role if they would just let go of themselves and have the character channel through them.
I truly believe that you believe that, actually.
Yeah.
Has there ever been like a student that you've just thought, oh my God, though, please go back to Kansas? There's no way. It's just, I God
That's
bless
so
you, but
funny.
I just don't think it's going to happen.
You know what? I've had other students say that about students. Like they would go, Amy, you sure this student is going to do anything? And I'd be like, you know what? I'd rather take a student that has excitement level, a passion, than a student that's overtrained, that's not open to learning.
Because you can make so much with somebody who's open.
Somebody that has a great imagination, that's open and excited, will go far.
Yeah.
Talk about value. That's value.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that she could work with anybody. Anybody.
Yeah, anybody who wants to work.
That's how it
Because
seems.
just because you come here doesn't mean that you really know how to work.
No.
You know.
No.
And I, by the way, if you're gonna come to Los Angeles, and I really just need to tell you this, if you're gonna come here, make sure you come here with at least 3 years filled with cash.
And
3 years.
sunscreen.
Definitely helps.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
We'll be
Yeah,
back
and
to talk to we'll be back to talk to Amy Lyndon in just a minute on La La Land with Brett and Nett on CRN
Digital Talk.